Hello everyone, Steam Tech here, my first video on my new model railway layout. This layout's changed quite a bit, the idea since the last videos I did on any model railways. Those of you who've seen my short of my pannier running around this layout may have had a brief idea, but I only had one loop completed when I did that video, so we're now up to 2 loops completed. I thought I'd go over the track plan and then go down to the board and I'll show you around. So on this layout I have 2 lines, line 1, line 2. These are both bi-directional. I didn't want to really restrict myself with that, with a specific running direction for each line. So we've got 2 lines and then 3 platforms. Platform 1 is only for line 1. Platform 3 is only for line 2, and then both of them can use the central platform. This gives me a bit of flexibility as I can queue a train up in platform 2 to ready to move it onto either line, or I can, and if I bring in a train out from the sidings, I can put it in platform 1, drop a train to platform 2, and then set the train running from platform 1. So it gives me more operational freedom. So that's kind of why I went with this. I don't have much carriage storage on the layout, as I've always found previous layouts. When I put that on, I end up with all track and no scenery. I don't like having a fiddle yard really. You just lose half of your board, and I understand why they're used, but I just personally didn't want one. So I've done for loco storage with the idea of, if I don't want to use a set of carriages, I'll just take them off the board. I'm looking for maybe a more clever way of doing that, but for the moment I think I have just enough storage to store the carriages I'm using. So as said, so we've got 2 main lines, a siding section down here. I have a runaround loop in the siding, so if I'm bringing a train in and want to turn it around, I can drop the loco off the back and put it in. This can also be approached from the opposite direction, so it's a bit more freedom on what I can do. So depending on which way around the train running, if I want to drop it into sides, I can drop it in here. Also means I can get the train potentially ready in the siding section, and then pull it onto the main line without having to disturb the main line running. That's the main storage I've got a set of roads for loco storage. This is all going to be in a covered area is the plan, with an access panel so I can reach my hands in here. I also have a load of switch boards for controlling the various points on here with point motors, and anything else I want to put the boards in for. I've got plenty of space down here. So the plan on a covered area, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but planning to have upper scenery at the top here, and then if at the station I'm going to have some more scenery as well, some bits down the side. Besides played freedom. Yeah, that's probably about it for covering the track plan. So now I'm going to go down to the actual board and we'll have a walk around it. See you in a sec. Hey, so we're down at the layout now, so I will apologise for the slightly shaky camera work. I am doing this handheld. So up here we can see the beginnings of the first platform. I'm using Metcalf red brick platform kits. That's the only section so far I've actually done. This board is split into sections to, in theory, allow me to take it to shows if I wanted to, or just moving house or something allows me to take it down. And also, this is where the garage doors are. This is the only access from the back of the house to the front of the house, so sometimes I will have to take this down to allow deliveries to go through the garage. But anyway, so that's why it's split. It does make it a bit more challenging, but also increases flexibility if needs be. So I've got my Mallard side and station with a set of Pullmans, schools class 925, Cheltenham, it's on the other line. So I said, so this is the station area. So at the moment, ignore the laptop, this is mostly where the scenic area is. I've got a set of the Cobalt switches for doing the point work and also for interlocking for the signalling system. I'm in the process of setting up, and it's taking a while. It's got 2 sets, one on each board. This one does these 2 crossovers here, and then this third one. And this set of 4 here controls these ones here. So yeah, that's this side of the board. So if I go around, this is my programming track, and I've got my little wheel cleaner there. It's been invaluable. I've had a couple of locos I just couldn't get to run run them on that for a bit and it's cleaned them up nicely. So if you haven't got one of these, I definitely recommend getting something like it. Got a little siding, so this is off the head of platform 3. At the moment I'm using the DMU, but I'm going to extend it underneath the board, store any sort of DMUs I want to in there, and I was going to hide them a little bit out of sight if possible. Two out tracks come round, so this is the head shunt area, the runaround loop. Ignore the random locos everywhere. Like I said, this is a developing board, so you can't keep it perfectly tidy, as always. So I've got my various loco storage on that side, and then at the moment I'm storing the diesels I have. An extra point in here just to kind of shove as much space as I can for locos. It's one of the things I don't want to be getting in and out of the box. Just various rolling stock just set up, Class 03 set there. It's a recent addition to layout along with the LNER V1/V3 from Bachmann, which is a very nice runner. I've heard some people say the detail's not that great, but I'm personally not that bothered about the finer details. I just want stuff that runs nicely. And then in the corner, got an old TV with my signalling diagram on it. This is just JMI running up. There's no actual signals on there, but I'm good. That's the next one, the next tasks. And yeah, then point switch box for running the actual points and various other switches for lighting or whatever I want to do. And also got plenty of space for many more of these if I want to. And yeah, that's about tour of the layout. This is running on the GGGX DR5000, I think it's called, which you can't even buy anymore because the company went bust, from my understanding. They still have the Yamorak, I want to say, version, and you can upgrade the DR5000 to that, but I haven't had the need, so I haven't. And that's about it for the layout, really. So I'm going to put some clips on of the layout running, and then that's about it for this video. So yeah. That's about it for me, so Steam and Tech, signing off.